everyone! Welcome back to Knowledge Chronicle. Have you ever wondered how your body removes all the waste it doesn't need, without you even noticing? From the food we eat to the water we drink, our body works like a fine-tuned machine, filtering and flushing out toxins. In today's video on Knowledge Chronicle, we're diving deep into the excretory system, and specifically, the function of the tubules and the nephron, the real filtration units inside your kidneys. Before we zoom into the tubules, let's quickly understand the big picture. Our excretory system, primarily the kidneys, filters blood and forms urine to eliminate nitrogenous wastes like urea, ammonia, and uric acid. Inside each kidney are about 1 million nephrons, tiny structures that do the actual work. And the star players within these nephrons? You guessed it, the tubules. Let's start with the proximal convoluted tubule, or PCT. This part is lined with cuboidal epithelial cells that have something called a brush border. Imagine tiny bristles that increase the surface area, like a sponge, to absorb as much as possible. What gets reabsorbed here? Almost all essential nutrients, think glucose, amino acids, vitamins, and about 70 to 80% of water and electrolytes like sodium and potassium. But it doesn't just absorb, it also secretes. The PCT helps maintain pH and ionic balance by secreting hydrogen ions, ammonia, and potassium ions into the tubule. It also reabsorbs bicarbonate ions, which act as a buffer to neutralize acids. Example: imagine you ate a high-protein meal. Your body breaks it down into urea, which needs to be excreted, but glucose from that same meal is precious, so the PCT makes sure to reabsorb it back into the blood. Next is the famous loop of Henle, shaped like a hairpin bend. The descending limb is permeable to water but not to salts. So, as the filtrate moves down, water is drawn out, concentrating the urine. The ascending limb, however, is impermeable to water but allows salts to move out, either actively or passively. This dilutes the filtrate as it moves up. Why is this important? Because this setup creates a high osmolarity, a sort of salty environment in the medulla of the kidney, which is essential for drawing water out later in the collecting duct. Think of it like a water filter that uses salt to trap or release water when needed. Now we move to the distal convoluted tubule, or DCT. This part is more selective. It does conditional reabsorption of sodium and water based on the body's needs. It also reabsorbs bicarbonates and secretes hydrogen, potassium ions, and ammonia to help fine-tune the pH and maintain electrolyte balance. Example: if you're dehydrated or have low blood pressure, hormones like aldosterone will signal the DCT to hold on to more sodium, and water follows sodium, thus conserving fluids. Finally, we reach the collecting duct, the last checkpoint. It runs deep into the medulla, and here, large amounts of water are reabsorbed depending on the hormone ADH, or antidiuretic hormone. This is where urine gets concentrated, especially important when your body needs to conserve water. Also, a bit of urea is allowed to leak out into the medullary interstitium to maintain osmolarity. It sounds weird, but it helps in pulling more water out of urine. It still continues to regulate pH and ion balance by secreting hydrogen and potassium ions. So to sum it up, PCT, maximum reabsorption and pH balance. Loop of Henle concentrates urine by managing water and salt. DCT, adjusts based on body's needs, reabsorbs sodium, maintains pH. Collecting duct, final water reabsorption, urea recycling, and acid-base regulation. Together, these tubules make sure your body stays balanced, hydrated, and clean, 24/7, without you even realizing it. If you found this video helpful, then remember, your one like, share, and subscribe will help us create more valuable content. Keep learning, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one, here on Knowledge Chronicle.